All right, guys. Good morning to everybody. This is KEL. Once again, good morning to all. Okay, and it's been an exciting 24 hours since yesterday because you can see that the stock market is coming down right now. Bitcoin crashes down below the 100,000 mark. Now, I said this yesterday when Bitcoin was trading at 105,000, and I said that you go below 100,000. I received a lot of messages around everywhere telling me that am I going crazy about this? I said that, well, the charts speak the truth. And of course, I said that Ethereum will be going down to 3355 when it was at 3555. Everybody thinks that I make a typo error. They think that I make a mistake, but again, it's short. Now, guys, if the if the Bitcoin is coming down, I believe Michael Sayer, the one who is actually holding a lot of Bitcoin, is going to be very stressed because I know that he just again converted some of his shares to bonds to buy Bitcoin at 120,000. So I just hope all the best that he can survive this through. And I cannot deny this. I have been quite watching Michael Sayer's stock, and I think that this is going to be a big problem for him if Bitcoin go down to 95,000. Yeah. Okay, so let's just start right now and welcome in 5th of November 2025. CRAZII Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right. Before that, once again, disclaimer apply as usual. Please understand this. My job is to relate to you what I see in the market. End of the day, you do your final decision, your risk management, and of course, where you want to take your TP, where you want to set your target level, by all means, do it within your comfort zone. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to go into the market and see what do we have on the fundamentals. Now we can see that the stocks closed lower due to the AI valuation concern. Now think about this. Just a couple of days ago, the whole market was buying on this AI drive. Everybody said that AI is a new thing, and they got everybody into the action. Yesterday, they started to sell heavily, and the same reason was given, AI. So this is how the boys play this game. They want you to buy, they'll tell you good about it. Of course, initially, they'll bring the price higher. And then when you believe in it totally, you all in, that's where they all out. And when the price comes back down, because they are sold off, you guys will cut your losses along the way down. And then at the bottom, they will buy again. But before they buy, they'll tell you all the negative news. Everything is bad. You shouldn't believe in this, blah, blah, blah. They absorb while you sell. So that is why we always believe that you must always follow the charts, follow the numbers, and most important, follow the OP. And because of that, right now, we all know that Palantir is the main concern right now. Palantir stock basically dived 8%, even though the company has beat Wall Street expectation. So what is the reason? Because this stock has risen 150% for this year, and the craziness is this is 200 times forward earnings. So which means that if you just want to wait for the company to give you back in dividend, okay, you need to wait for 200 years, okay, before you can get back your money. But of course, yeah, with a more pure dividend. If you buy the share and you buy it at a low price, you have made the money, right? So this is a bit of like, depend how you look at it, okay? So of course, we all know that people don't buy at the start of last year. They only bought it recently. Hence, therefore, they bought at a very high price. And also at the same time, Oracle, all right, they has a 4P of 35, all right, low down by 4%, right? Chip maker AMD also doubled their price, lost 4%. So this pullback is not really big because these companies are up by 50 to 100 to 150%. I mean, coming down 4%, 5% is really like a slap on the wrist, all right? But the more important thing is this, okay? Can this continue? That is the main thing now. Everybody is concerned right now, all right? Okay. Now, the thing is this, we all know that since April, there was no major correction. So this is should be good according to some people, yeah? So I'll talk about this later on. Okay, hold on. That's been covered yesterday. All right, very interesting is a Norway Mega Wealth Fund to reject Elon Musk's $1 trillion Tesla pay package. Yeah? So this is quite interesting because we all know that this mega wealth fund is one of the big driver for Tesla shares, and they have been buying a lot. So for them to veto it itself, they are allowed to do that. Yeah. Now we all know that US is still under shutdown period. It's become the longest ever. Well, this is kind of expected because I'm pretty sure the Democrats are not going to give way or give in to Donald Trump. The internet is not fantastic. We need to have some help later. Now we all know that the jobs opening yesterday came out pretty bad, lowest level, and indeed that again tells you that the U.S. economy is not doing as good as they claim. As a matter of fact itself, many people are getting concerned right now. Is there going to be a pullback in the market? And I totally believe it will, because Warren Buffett already have said that, not said, but he has done it, that he will cut more into Apple shares, right, in the market. Now, one thing to note is this: Michael Burry, the famous guy who shorted the during the housing bubble, he again bet big, and this time now he bet against the AI market. And in fact, his puts level is nearly to $1 billion of some article. So this is really, really big, and I totally support his view because the forward earning is ridiculous right now. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I'll talk about this in a video maybe later today. Okay. And all right, that will be all for the fundamental. Let's just look at the technical for this evening. Yeah. For this morning. Sorry. I'll be confused right now for the time. Okay, let's talk about gold first then. Okay, so take a look at gold this morning. Gold today, very clear. We have a very sideways market this morning because one side of it, the boys are selling gold to cover or compensate some losses they have in the stock market. While another camp is buying gold because they think that it's cheap right now. The pullback is worth it. So that is what we're seeing here. So this morning, gold opening price is at 3933, already up by $12 from this morning, or at $14, by right. But it's still below MLP, right? And the boys are still selling, as you can see. But one thing to note, guys, the selling is indeed declining. So this is where I'm watching it very closely right now. Now we have a second warning from the KCX. That means that we are pretty near a potential bottom, but not the bottom yet. So please hang on. Do not go into heavy buying unless you're prepared to hold position. Yeah, I'll explain to you why in a short while. Okay, so guys, let's go to the 5-minute first to just wrap it up to talk about the 5-minute. Oh dear, I got this bad sign coming in. I feel that the internet is not able to hold again. We had this problem last night during our session yesterday, where more than 250 people came online to hear me out to explain about this crazy indicator. All right, majority all from Vietnam. Of course, I have friends from different parts of the world. Okay, let's take a look at gold this morning. Okay, gold is very near to KTR +1. Congratulations for those who bought there. Okay, so this morning was not easy. I'll be honest with you, I was in and out a few times. Yeah. So first of all, when the market opened this morning, I saw the double diamond at the bottom. So I thought that this should be easy, right? Hence, therefore, I draw my diamond line. Now, I'm telling you exactly how I did it this morning. Okay, exactly, yeah. So I draw my diamond line, and I think that it was okay. So I bought above the opening price right here, and I waited. Now, because it was above the OP, this yellow candle, and KSI was green, it was surging, all was good. But you notice that right after 10-20 minutes, you kind of realize that, hey, how come the gold doesn't go up? And that's something that I don't like. And for those attending my pro trader class this coming weekend in Saigon, I will be teaching you how to feel the market. That's very, very important. Yeah. So after that, when the price came down, all right, immediately some people text me on the site and ask me, KEL, the price is down. Should we cut our position? But you should understand this. Turning red color below OP, below diamond line is always a potential cut. But you look carefully at the bottom, the KSI was green. So I told them, say, look, take a look for a while, just sit it for a while. And if the market can stay above OP, wait for a while. And truth be told, the next 5 minutes, the market went back above OP because the boys are still buying relentlessly. And then that was where it turns yellow. So all were good at this stage, all right? Still not so bad, although I was not very comfortable because almost like half an hour and the market's still there. Then after that, there was a new diamond here, and that is where I realized something is wrong. So when I put the new diamond in over here, and then the price started to trade below the diamond line again, which is not usual. All right, and it's coming down. That was not good. And once it goes below the OP and the KSI turned red, that was where I cut my long position that I had. Okay, I cut it and I flipped to sell. No denying. Yeah, I did that. Okay, I flipped to sell. So I sold the market. I thought it's going to go down. So that's why I waited. But after that, again, I kind of realized that, hey, this is not working because the KCX is blinking at this bottom. And I know that, uh-oh, we are at the OP level. So I wait on for a while. And after that, about 10, 15 minutes, I realized that, oh dear, okay, the market is going to flip again. And truth be told, the diamond came out, the yellow candle came out. Okay, so I cut my short position again. So I lost money again. So I know that, oh dear, I'm very wrong right now. And I hold on to my breath. I wait for a while. Once this guy has finished, I say, okay, good. Right, once it's done, I put back the line again over here. Now, this is where I got myself pretty excited. Remember, guys, I said this many times before. When the market goes above the diamond line, it's very normal for it to pull back. And if the pullback comes in and the market sits on the line, that is a good indication. So that was where later on I had a bit of thinking through. I said that, look, since I lost money earlier and the risk reward was good, I decided to buy more around here. And then I basically added position and I took profit all over here. I think I just took my profits. Now the KTR is 3949.57, right? This is the KTR plus 1. So by right, your TP level, you should consider to put 1 point lower, 3948.57. So this should be your TP level. So if you have followed this TP level, you should have traded, right? So please check if you have not been traded, then you need to consider to take some profit right now because it's trading below the KTR. And one thing to note, the KSI is red at the moment. You don't want to fight against the market, yeah? So let me just double check. I see my position. Okay, I'm basically almost all out, yeah? Okay, so I did myself a favor, make some money for this morning breakfast. Okay, all right. Now, the thing is this, okay, why the market is not as strong? I told you before, the MLP is a very big thing. Guys, MLP is a very big thing. MLP is on top of us. Can you see that? Now, MLP is basically the pivotal point that separates yesterday's market with us today. So if the market is not able to cross the MLP, it doesn't allow you to be buying big, all right? So you can only trade small if you're going to bid on the buy side, okay? So KEL, are you telling me that now can we sell gold? Yes, if you want to sell gold now, you can sell some gold if you want to, yeah? Because now it is trading below the diamond line. It's below MLP. Red candle, KSI is red. But the thing is this is above OP. So that means that you can only sell small. Okay, I repeat, you can only sell small. Yeah, you can't go big, yeah? So do not quote me and then you sell big and then you lose money and stuff like that. That's something that I always petrify, yeah? Okay, so I just sold small myself to get myself, in the position. All right, I just sold small, giving me some small cash money right now. You can see that's coming down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I sold small. Okay, live, not to bluff you, not faking it. Okay. Okay, so if the market do continue to go down and breaks OP, then of course there is a very good chance it will go to the KTR -1. Okay, all right, that is at 3918. All right, apology on the handwriting. It's difficult to do digital handwriting. Okay, I'm using a mouse. Yep, I'm gonna take a picture again over here to just showcase. Now, one thing to note is that you can see how crazy is this KTR. You know that, I mean, the high of today, let's take a look. The high is 394, wait a minute, 3949.44, right? The KTR is 3949.57. So there's a difference of 0.10. That's how incredible crazy it is. I mean, think about this in the morning, whereby you wake up in the morning and there's a number on your screen, and this number is here. The market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and then after that goes there, stop there, and now pull back. I'm on crazy, man. This is really nuts. I mean, people can draw trend lines to do forecasting, but to have a number or exact decimal point and the market stop there, guys, this is really incredible, right? So you should know what you're having right now on your hand. Okay, so there's something to take note of. That's the first thing. Now, why I'm telling you that to be careful on the buying gold in the big time, let me explain this to you right now. Well, we have 50 people online. That's fantastic. Okay, so looking at this, okay, this is the gold chart right now. All right, the next KCB, okay, next KCB that is usable, it'll be here. Let me draw for you. Okay, that level will be, hold on. Now, one thing to note, the internet is not good at all, so that's why I need to be very slow in my action. 3889. Everybody, please write down this number, 3889. Now, basically, it means that if the goal is to, oh, wrong one, sorry. So that's the reason why. Sorry, hold on. 3856. Yeah, hold on. This should be the right one. 3856. Okay. All right. So which means that if gold is to trade down, there is a very good chance that gold can come down to 3856. Now, previously it was here as a KCB, and you can see that's where it stopped here and the market rebounded. So if the selling this time do come in and comes hard, there's a high chance gold may come down to 3856. Okay. Now, if gold do come down to 3856, I will be more than happy to look to buy some gold over there. So guys, take note of this number. You can take picture right now. You can look at 3856. Of course, I'm not saying that you will have to go there or definitely will go there, but it's just that if there's a reason for it to go down, I think that this number might be able to be fulfilled. All right. So just keep it as a, as a reference point. Yeah. Okay. Now, why do I talk about this number and why am I so bearish on gold? So let me show you something very important on the chart. So I need to bring this in. Hope that the internet is strong enough to do all this. All right, Disha, please take care of yourself. All right, we will handle from there. All right, it's not easy, yeah, since you are sick right now. Understand that. Okay, so everyone take a look at this. Is the US dollar versus the gold market. All right, you can see that the US dollar has hit the target of the 100 level, as I mentioned. Yeah, it has hit the 100 level, as I mentioned, and it's staying around there. Okay, so by right, okay, we should see the dollar coming down and then to fulfill the technical. But from the way the gold is coming down, the way the stock market is coming down, I decided to hold back for a while because I think that the market, the dollar may purposely test new high again for this cycle. Now, this is not that I want to show you, but I'm going to show something that is more important if I change this to gold. Just give me a minute, yeah? I will switch this to gold. And I switch this to the Dow. DJI. Okay. So I want you to take a look at something here. Oops. Right, over this period of time, okay, when the Dow was, oh yeah, wrong color. When the Dow was coming down, okay, all right, when the Dow was coming down quite frenetically, you notice that the gold price also came down. So it's not a direct inversion. A lot of people thought that Dow Jones come down, the gold will go up. It's not like that, right? It's not really like that, directly related. There are periods of time whereby if the stock market is selling off very badly, gold can also come down. And the reason for that is because of margin call on the stock. So what the big boys do is that they will sell together with the gold. It means that they have to clear off their position and whatever is profitable, they will sell instead. So which means that if the stock market comes down too fast, example, then gold will also nosedive. That's the reason why I'm saying that we may see a 3856 in the near term. Now, I don't guarantee anything, but just to share this with you. All right, if all clear itself, all right, please text number 1 right now. Okay. Yes, thank you, Richard. Yes, indeed, 3856 is indeed the KCB level that we mentioned. Yeah. So you can see again, it happened again. So this is where the stock market came down and the gold also came down. All right. Can you see that? Of course, there are times whereby the stock market goes up, the gold price came down. But that's the reason why you cannot say that, oh, gold and Dow is really inversely related. It's not like that. There's no such thing about there's a relationship between them. It's just like dollar and gold. Some people say that, oh, the dollar goes down, gold will go up, right? No, we have seen before the dollar goes up, the gold also go up, right? So it's not really exactly. Yeah, even though there's most of the time it could be like that, but it's not 100%. Okay? All right. So the gold is trading lower as we are speaking right now, yeah? Oh, 3934 already. Oh gosh. Okay. So guys, all clear on that. So take note of the number that I just mentioned for this today, yeah? Okay, next thing we'll look at is the US market, which is the Dow Jones. Then after that, I'll go back to a conventional chart on the 5% rule. I'll come back to that later, yeah? Okay, we're having the same issue again. Let me try. We had this issue yesterday. Gosh. Okay. I think I need to prep myself to put the charts in ready. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones chart, everyone. This is the Dow, and you can see the Dow this morning, the opening price is at 47,202, and MLP is 47,241. So it's very clear that the market is below the MLP. And this morning, if you look carefully, the opening price and the day high is the same number. In PTP, Professional Trader Program, not class, yeah? PTP, we call it as a omega. Omega means that the opening price and the high are the same, or the opening price and the low is exactly the same. So omega. All right, call it as omega. Okay. Now, when you see omega, that means that there is a very heavy selling today. It's basically coordinated selling, program selling, computerized selling. You have names for that. So today I am basically selling Dow Jones. I've been calling for sell the last few days. And I think that the Dow should be able to test this number, 46,919. That is the MA30. All right, MA30. All right, so that's something that to take note of here. Okay. So the thing is this, some people ask me, KEL, but then if the selling is coming in, why is the KSI green? Now, I repeat myself many times. KSI do not predict the market. It gives you a reference point of what the big boys are doing. So which means that right now, that why am I going to take profit here? Because I know that the big boys will come back in to buy back their position, buy it cheap. So you can see that when the KSI is green, you have long tails, long tail, long tail, even when it's selling because the boys are buying. Okay. Now, if the market do break below 46,919, oh my God, there's more KCB at the bottom that can be fulfilled, but I don't think it will go there, at least for today. But I can safely say this, my friends, if the KSI eventually turns red, wow, the selling can be catastrophic, okay? I believe that the selling can be down all the way to about 46,000 level. So that is the reason why I actually, on my Facebook, crazy.com, we already call for sell since yesterday. So let me just show it to you. Now there's nothing to hide when it comes to trading. If you're right, you just tell people. When you're wrong, you just admit your mistake. There's nothing too difficult on this. All right, so we can take a look right now. You can see that I'm very open. I have my Facebook account open. Okay, let me just go to crazy.com and you can see that. Okay, all this advertisement articles. Okay, so we have about 83,000 people following us. And of course, you can see, okay, this is all my daily analysis. Different languages, you can see. So many of them. Okay. All right, hold on. Where's my article? Here we go. See this? This is an article that I shared yesterday. You can see it's yesterday's article where I say that sell the Dow Jones around 47,300, sell the Nasdaq at 26,900. And if you compare the numbers right now, okay, you can actually see that the market is now much lower. Okay, so that is why we are kind of confident that the market will come down. All right, so how do we trade the Dow this morning? Let's go to the 5-minute chart and see how you can practice it. Now, for those who are in Vietnam, if you want to learn to trade the Dow Jones, yeah, go for the Pro Trader class. I'll be able to share more with you, yeah? Okay, so the way of trading the Dow is the same thing. You use your crazy chart. Now, you can see over here, there's no diamonds, but if you move the chart a little bit backward, you will see the diamond that's over here. So I'm going to put that diamond in right here. All right, so you can see how it works. So this morning below OP, that's why I sold because it's below OP, below MLP, KSI is red. I sold my Dow. It went out a little bit, but I'm not worried. And then it started to come down. When it came down, it touched the diamond line and closed below it. I know that is the first wave. And then after that, there's a new diamond, but you put the diamond line in, it went down further. So that is how I shorted the Dow Jones this morning, yeah? So once it goes to the MA30, I'll book some profit and I'll see how it goes from there, okay? So it's very, very simple way of trading. We just have to follow the colors to trade according to plan, okay? Now I want to show something on the 5-minute, on the 5% rule. Just give me a moment. Okay, one thing about this is that we cannot really see. Now, remember last week I was showing you this chart and I told you about gold. I received some feedback on this and people were like telling me, KEL, this 5% is based on all-time high. Yes, it's based on all-time high. So the all-time high for gold was 43.81. The 5% retracement was 41.62, which the market has took up very easily on one single day. And then you notice that it stops right here at the 5% level. So it was very clear that I told my friends around me, if you want, just sell gold to here, 3943. So from 4162 to 3943 is about $180. And it didn't come down in a single day, not like this day. It came down and it touched here, stop here, stop here, stop here. Crazy, right? Now the thing is this, everyone take a look. If now you look at it, yesterday it closed below it. Today is struggling to stay above it. So if you look carefully, you take this number 3943 and 3724. You take these two numbers, add together, divide by 2. What number do you get? Okay, Gabriel, no problem. Gabby, go for your thing. No issues, yeah? Right, 3943 and 3724, add them together, divide by 2. Anthony, thank you very much. You get a number of 3833. So it's very near to the number I just mentioned earlier, 3856, right? So that is why I say around 3856 level, likelihood the gold will go there, and that will meet nicely with the halfway mark at the 87.5% level. Okay. Okay. So of course, if you want to be, want to squeeze the market, you can aim at 3724. But if you ask me, I would rather put my TP level at within 3856 to 3833. Once it reach there, I think gold should be able to bottom out. All right. So guys, this is something that I additionally share this with you. Of course, this is only this is actually for my professional trader program. All right. Trader program, not trader class. Yeah. Class is actually the miniature copy of it that I'm holding it coming Saigon and Hanoi. Okay, so can this be used on the Dow Jones? Of course it can be used. So just put on Dow Jones now and just take a look on how it works. Okay, just put it in. Now for the Dow Jones to come down, you remember I told you the number is for 46,000. So indeed the 5% pullback is 45,640 in this case. Now, where are we right now? We are 46,980. So which means for you to drop down all the way here, we are still very far. It's a 1,300 points drop. So I don't think the market will drop in a single day unless something terrible happened. Now, we ever seen a Dow dropping 1,300 points? It's just not too far away. That was on 10th of October, where the Dow basically collapsed more than 1,000 points. All right. So can this actually happen? Well, anything can happen in the financial market. All right. So 1,000-point drop isn't a terrible thing. It could be a good time. You can buy it cheap again and make money, right? So guys, if you think the Dow is going to go down, right, just try to hold your position a little bit more and make some money out of this. Yeah, I'm just showing you out loud what you can do in the market. Okay. All right, so that is the Dow Jones. Now I want to show you is the Bitcoin, there's a lot of people asking me on Bitcoin today, because in Vietnam, majority of people, like 20%, are all cryptocurrency holders. So they are very interested in Bitcoin. So I'll share this about Bitcoin right now before we end the session today. Okay. Bitcoin, here we go. Okay, Bitcoin has recovered. I have just booked my profit just now. It's recovered again, pretty strong, resilient. 100,000 is a very attractive buy to some people. Okay, so for today, the Bitcoin, why we have been selling Bitcoin, because there's a 4 diamond here. And we draw a diamond line. Okay, so below diamond line, red candle, all right, you sell small. But when the KSI turns red, you can sell big, and can sell big. And you can see that you have a couple of days of stress before it collapsed recently, right? Now, one thing to note, yes, indeed, the KCX is blinking, but the color have not turned to yellow, so you cannot buy yet, yeah? So now the market is above OP, is trying to stay up. So traders, you cannot short Bitcoin now. It's above OP. You just have to wait for a while. And I think that propelled the gold price to higher again, yeah? Okay, so the thing is this, you can see right now, if Bitcoin stays down, I think today we may see it testing 97,000. Okay, if today there's some selling on Bitcoin, it may test 97,000. But if we stay above OP, then maybe if it breaks this pivot one, it may go back to the MLP. So that's why, guys, stick with the OP rule. Don't do things you're not supposed to do, yeah? Okay. All right, so that will be all for today's sharing session. We keep it short and simple. I hope you enjoyed the session. This is KEL signing off. Take care. Anything else, text me in Telegrams or Zello. Take care. Bye-bye.